there friends, this is Grace with another process video, and I am still working with my September handmade kit. I'm working with some scraps of paper. As you can see, those papers that I have layered have like holes on them from punch stuff and or cut up stuff, and so I'm just trying to cover them up so that you won't see that they have parts of them that have been taken away. Um, some of these papers are from Studio Calico, Pink Paisley. The red one that you see me cutting notches on the ends are from SEI. And there's a black twine from the Twinery that I am going to put over that. And right now I'm just layering things. I'm not adhering anything. These are pictures of my parents from when they visited us last fall. So it's over almost a year now actually. And this blocks of paper are from, I think, Studio Calico. And I like that Happily Ever After, and I wanted to use that Darling one, and so I'm going to kind of try to figure out where I'm going to put that, but I'm going to end up scrapping it just because it was too big to be putting on my page. And that little strip of block that I'm moving around is a scrap from a previous layout that I did, the one with the pajama day. Anyways, I'm still working on the kit that I had put together for September. I used a lot of my scrap papers for it, and the colors that I chose was more fall colors, so I have a lot of oranges in it and reds. And the cardstock that I use as my base, there's a little hint of purple on there. It's mostly white, but there was a little hint of purple on there that I really like. And so that craft paper that I had put was a little too bland for me, so I punched out circles and from the pattern papers that I have been using, and I am just trying to just add a little bit more color and design to the page. And so I'm going to add those circles there, kind of creating my own pattern paper from scraps, which is a really great idea to make sure that you use up every little bit of paper. This is a sticker sheet. Oh, well, that was a sticker sheet that I was going to use for my mind's eye, and then also from Jenny Bolden. Now this is a die cut shape. I don't remember where I got it, but I'm pulling out all of the excess paper on there and punching out the empty spaces so that you can see the fancy doily on the edge of that die cut shape, and I'm going to use that. And I was trying to figure out if I should put a pattern paper on there, but I didn't really like the blue one, so I'm going to keep that plain white, and later on I'm going to add some stickers to it. So here I am trying to use up some of the things in the kit. I'm going to see if I can use some buttons to dress up that doily, which I'm going to scrap that idea. And then now I'm just adhering things just so that I can kind of move forward with the page and then later on add some more embellishments. As you remember from my previous video, I'm trying this new way of just recording me while I'm on the process of creating, and in that way I had to put my video camera on the side of my table, and so when I flip it on my Windows Movie Maker, it's like this. So there's a lot of blank spaces on the side, and it's a very narrow video. So I'm going to try to figure out how to do this properly. So hopefully my next videos would not be this narrow. So I'm going to add my pictures with some foam adhesive just because there's a lot of texture, and I mentioned already, created with the layers of pattern paper and also with that twine. And now I'm going to add the other things that I had originally put in there. I'm distressing the title just to add some texture to it, and I use the edge of my scissor to do that. Now I'm adhering this with both foam dots and a little bit of just a strip of adhesive, just because it's going to go tucked in. Part of it was tucked over the picture, And so I didn't want to put any more adhesive, or I mean dimensional adhesive, because then um, it won't adhere flat against that already adhered pictures. Does that make sense? Okay, anyways, so I'm adhering the circles now, and I'm just trying to place them back on the paper, and then I will adhere them one by one. Now those circles that are on the top, that are that parts of it are going over the craft paper, I am going to cut them out just so that they lay straight and flat on the flushed on the paper. So now I'm just adhering them one by one with just some strips of glue. And those circles that are on the bottom, I was just tucking them in on the underneath the pictures. And now I'm looking at it, and it looks like it needs just a little bit more detail. And so I grabbed my pen. I think it's a 0.5. I might be wrong, but it's a black pen, and I'm just adding some pen stitching around each of the circles just to give them a little bit more emphasis. And I really liked that I was able to use my circle punch tool, which is actually I have a few circle punch tools, and I think this is the 1-inch one from EK Success, I believe. And I really like being able to use up some of my tools along with a lot of my scraps. And so I'm adhering that block of paper, and I'm going to use that for some journaling. I have been handwriting my journaling a lot lately, and I'm liking it just because it makes things fast and easy, and it also adds a kind of a memorable touch because I'm adding my handwriting to each of my page. And so because I had added pen stitching on the circles, I decided to add pen stitching all around the edge of my layout as well, just to make everything cohesive and repeating the process so they all look put together. And I'm using a ruler just so that it can, my lines will be straight. And it's a good thing I fast forwarded the video just so that you don't have to watch this process too much longer. Okay, so now that that's done, I'm going to add the doily die cut. I really can't remember where I got that, but it was really pretty, and I think that was the last one that I had, and I just wanted to use it up. So now I'm trying to figure out what kind of font I'm gonna use for that, because I wanted to put my parents' initials, was G and E, and I ended up going with the sticker sheet from Basic Gray that had kind of that black gray color of letters, and then I'm gonna put the smaller letters in the center that just spells end. So G and E, that is my parents' name, and actually all of me and my siblings, we all have G and E for our names as well. My name is Grace Elaine. That is my full name, and then my other siblings all have G and E for their names as well. And it's kind of nice to have all the G's and E's, but then when my mom had to call us all, she had to kind of go through the line because we all had G names. So she went through 5 names before she can actually say the right name, which was kind of funny. Anyways, so I'm just trying to think of what else I can add, and I'm deciding I'm going to add a bow on the left side of the twine that I had put on there. And I actually adhere that twine. If you go back, you can see that I just adhered that with some tape on the back. And then now I'm going to add some flare because I'm really into flares right now. And so I'm going to add them in 3 different places to create a visual triangle, of course. And I used a house one, and then one that says here and there, and a blue one with an arrow. Then I'm going to use a sticker sheet from My Mind's Eye that had just kind of the gray sticker with a notch on the right edge, and then I'm going to add a handwritten, I believe I wrote True Love on there. And here is the finished page. So I hope you liked it, and I hope this inspired you to grab your tools and some scrap paper and create a layout out of it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.